Welcome back to another video, guys. In this video, I'm going to talk about the Browns at the Ravens this weekend. Give a quick preview on that one. Nothing too long, hopefully. Don't want to keep you all day, do I? If you haven't checked my last video out, go ahead and check that one out. That's my Week 4 preview. I'll just touch on 5 games which I've selected out of the slate this weekend and just give a quick preview on those 5. So yeah, let's head into this one. And the Browns at the Ravens. So firstly, I'm going to start with the injury report that I read about an hour ago. About as long as my arm, name after name after name. I was looking at it thinking, oh dear. But yeah, that's not a great way to start, is it? Obviously, a few of those players are carried over from last week when they were out against the Rams. And I'm hopeful a couple of them could get back, but at the same time, not optimistic. It's not the ones as such on defence that worried me. I can't remember now. I think it was someone on the offensive line anyway, who was out, and we cannot afford to have anyone injured on the offensive line because, as everyone knows, it's well documented that it's not great to start off with. So yeah, I'm hoping a few guys get back anyway, and hopefully we can have a bit more strength to the team this week. But if I'm being honest, the defence didn't really worry me against the Rams. It was a worry before the game, don't get me wrong, but the way they performed, they could be really proud of themselves. And yeah, so with this game, we need to fix the offence like now. It needs to be fixed like 5 minutes ago, doesn't it? Obviously, on all the talk shows in America over the last week, Baker Mayfield's this, Baker Mayfield's that, and none of it's good, is it? As people saying. It's a bit of an overreaction to me. It's one game. Obviously, it was in the bright lights, prime time. These are the moments where you meant to step up, aren't they? But just wasn't happening. Pardon me. Yeah, I know the Chiefs absolutely torched this Ravens defence last week, but it's not that simple, is it, when you're playing against the Ravens? They've always had a good defence for many a year, and I just hope that Baker hasn't been watching the tape and seen a few things that Mahomes done, and then he tries to do them, which he may not be capable of doing. Obviously, throws that Mahomes makes are throws that only he can make. He's the MVP for a reason. He does stuff that no other player can do. So I really hope Baker hasn't spotted a few things and he tries to do some outrageous stuff, but because we all know, to be honest, he hasn't got the same arm talent, has he? But yeah, so the offense really needs to get going, doesn't it? If we're going to win this game with the Ravens, if we're going to beat them, I think it starts with Nick Chubb. If we can get that run going early, I mean, he's such a great runner anyway, but if we can get the run going early and that play action starting quite early on and get them biting on the runs and stuff, but then we could open up some space for Odell and Jarvis. It just seemed like against the Rams we couldn't really get anything going. There was a drive or two where things looked like they were flowing, but they tapered off. So yeah, if we can get the play action going, let Odell and Jarvis's routes take shape downfield a bit more, and we could be looking at some big chunk plays, because that's what we're missing, chunk plays at the moment, I think. We need someone to take the house down and yeah, put up a big play. But the O-line needs to be a lot better than it was against the Rams, isn't it? A lot better. Everyone knows it, but there's no Aaron Donald to be up against this week, is there? So luckily, you only have to face that guy once, unless we see him later on. Yeah, so I don't know about this offensive line. Makes me worried. Because if we can't block, then we can't win. Simple as that, really, isn't it? So as for the Ravens, anyway, I fully expect to see the Lamar from last week rather than week 1 and week 2. Last week he did miss quite a few throws. He made a few as well. but who doesn't against the Chiefs? I mean, the Chiefs are there for the taking, aren't they, on their defence? But this defence that Lamar's going to be facing isn't one anything like the Cardinals, or the Chiefs, or Miami. This is a completely different defence. I mean, I feel like the Browns have got one of the best defences in the league, even with the injuries, we're still playing to a high level. But yeah, I feel like if we can keep him in the pocket, we might be able to have some success that way. It may sound stupid, but maybe even rush him one less and collapse in the pocket around him, so he has to step up into the pocket to make throws. Just making him make throws which he maybe isn't as confident as making off-the-cuff throws, or when he's rolling out, or he can go for a 30-yard run. If we can keep him in the pocket and make him step up in the pocket and then keep a spy on him, I think we can have some success that way. But yeah, with that Ravens offense, I mean, Mark Ingram's playing well. He's running like he's peed off all the time. I think I left dark visor on last week. He just looks angry when he's running. And Mark Andrews had a good start to the season for the Ravens at tight end. I like him a lot, actually. He's a very good player. So for me, the keys to winning the game is, number one, can we block for longer than 3 seconds? Probably not. But if we can, we need to let the routes downfield develop so Baker can get some chunk plays. 2, keeping Lamar in the pocket and contained in the pocket. So if we can keep him in the pocket, I feel like, I know when you rush to pass, you want to get him rolling out the pocket, but I feel like he's better when he's improvising. So if we can keep him in the pocket, and like last week, he did miss quite a few downfield passes when he had a lot of, he was in the pocket making those passes. So yeah, keeping him in the pocket. Number 3, be disciplined. It's easy to say in any sport. It's easy to say let's be disciplined, but it needs to do it as a collective, especially on defense. Cannot afford to give stupid penalties away when the other team's on third down, because it's automatic first down every time, and it's just great. Now we're staying on the field when we should be off and letting our offense take over and giving us a breather. And finally, I feel like if we can get everyone some touches early on in each half, at the start of each half, just keeping people interested. Because I watched the Rams game back again, and it seemed to me like a few players, their body language wasn't great. I'm not going to go so far as saying disinterested, but they seemed a bit meh. If we can get everyone a touch early, then when we end up having to go to O'Dowd and stuff like that, people can't moan and stuff they haven't had the ball, and it's just keeping everyone as happy as can be, really. But yeah, I feel like we need to get everyone touches and create a bit more of a buzz on offense. It seemed a bit lethargic at points last week. So yeah, I might be being a homer here, but I feel like the Browns are winning this game. It's going to be a tight game, no doubt about that one. It's going to be a one-score game. But I feel like the Browns are going to win this one. I just get this feeling. Obviously, Baker's heard it all week. He's overrated. He's this. And I feel like that sort of thing is the kind of thing to spur him on, to take it to a next level. Let's hope so. Obviously, he's heard it all week from these talk shows in America, hasn't he? That he's this and this and this. But yeah, I feel like we're going to win this game by a score. I mean, it would be nice if we could get a last second field goal, wouldn't it? The amount of times we've lost on the last second field goal, or missed the last second field goal to tie the game, or all those sorts of things. Hopefully all the karma can reverse and start coming back to us in the next few weeks, and we'll get some wins. If you disagree with what I'm saying about the Browns winning this game, let me know in the comments. Am I being too much of a homer? Am I being blind by my support? Just let me know. And how do you think the game's going to go? Is there any Ravens fans out there think the Ravens are going to put it on us? Might be. And they might do, but I feel like the Browns are going to win this one. So yeah, the next time I'm doing a video will be Monday, which will be reviewing this game. So hopefully I'm in a better mood on Monday than I was last Monday, because I wasn't very happy last week. If you have enjoyed this video, if you could leave a like, and if you could subscribe to the channel as well, that'd be great. Like I said at the start of the video, if you haven't seen it yet, check out my Week 4 preview. Touched on 5 games in there. And yeah, that'd be much appreciated if you could watch that one as well. So until Monday, I hope everyone has a good weekend and enjoys all the games. So until Monday, peace out.